What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? Today is August 13th, 2024, or should I say, most def. And that is for MetaZoo Boca because he purchased this card. Obviously because he's an excellent cameraman. So now he owns Sam's Cryptid Camera. How often do we see this card? Practically never. And honestly, before I looked at this card closer, I couldn't even remember what set this was from. I thought it might have been from one of the 30th anniversary promos, but it is actually an LGS promo. So if there's some MetaZoo trivia, I would not have remembered where this card was from. So anyways, it was $30 or best offer. He picked it up for $15 as a PSA 9. Very good deal. And I figured since we're looking at a card we don't really see too often, I've always wondered how many LGS promos were ever printed. Like, if anyone has an answer to that, comment below. But for the one we're looking at, Sam's Cryptid Camera, there's only 28 sent in the PSA, 18 are PSA 10, 6 PSA 9, 3 PSA 8, 1 PSA 7. Misha Pishu, which is my favorite Misha Pishu artwork, the LGS promo, has 67 of them. Okay, and back to the auctions of this week, or at least the highlight ones for me. Full Hollow Kickstarter Mothman, right? We all know this card. PSA 10, sold on August 6th for $530. Now throughout this video, we're going to sprinkle in a few playtester cards every now and then. But yeah, so we got Full Hollow Infinite Power, $41 for playtester, Full Hollow. And look at this. This is crazy. This is a non-hollow. It's Polybius. I mean, does it say 1 per spellbook? So from what I'm gathering, what I've learned about playtesters, correct me if I'm wrong, but if it says 1 per spellbook, that means there's only 35 of these exist. So you take the number 35 and you times it by how many per spellbook. So Polybius, which we all know from Angry Video Game Nerds episode on Cinemassacre. If you know what I'm talking about, you know how crazy that episode is. But $57 American for a raw MetaZoo card. Crazy. And it's a non-hollow. Here we have Iowa Dragon, Full Hollow Playtester card, PSA 10, $127.50. Here we have the Sam Sinclair promo with Mothman on it, one of the sweetest promo cards ever. PSA 9, only $30. Let's take a look. Here we have the Mothman Dark Tower promo, PSA 9, sold for $32. Here we have a Full Hollow Kickstarter Mothman, PSA 9, sold for $222.50. I'm very curious to see how cheap second edition product gets now that we know China has like a boatload, and who knows how much they're selling secretly. Who knows if they're printing more and we just don't know, and they're like, who knows, right? You can't trust that company anymore. Was it Bayaya or whatever? I mean, if you see Nick Strength and Pokemon's video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, hey, yo, Nick, you want to buy some second edition and some Chrome's Cryptic Carnival? It's all good. We'll send you some quotes. Then he made a video about it. And then they're like, oh, actually, it's not for sale. And we've never, ever sold any before. I mean, when someone gives you information you didn't ask for, because no one asked them if they sold any product before, but they're telling us they didn't without us asking, which, you know, it doesn't take, you don't have to be in Psychology 101 for very long to realize that, yeah, they clearly have sold stuff from the printer before without people knowing, or maybe like under the table. So anyways, we have a whole bunch of second edition booster boxes here. So it looks like we got 6 regular ones, 1 with the blue label, which means nothing, and 3 spell books. I opened up the blue label one. I actually got a Full Hollow Mothman out of it. But that's the weird thing about the NFT stuff for MetaZoo as well. They put the NFT sticker on it. Here, I'll just zoom in on it. See the blue sticker? Oh, let's screw that up. Right up here. And that's all it is. The contents of the box is exactly the same as any other second edition box. And, fun little fact, this blue sticker, there were some NFT holders that ordered some of these second edition boxes like as NFT boxes, but the stickers weren't put on. So what did MetaZoo do? They just sent out a sheet, like a roll of the second edition stickers, or sorry, of the NFT stickers, that blue sticker you're looking at, so that people could put it on the box themselves. How hilarious is that? And then I believe there's supposed to be about 3,000 of these, if I remember that correct. But anyway, so this lot sold for $106.19. Here we have a case of second edition booster boxes, so 12 boxes, $183.30. Or at least I believe that's 12 boxes. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Maybe it's more than 12 boxes. For $183, I would almost hope it's more than 12 boxes. Next we have a second edition full holo Mothman, PSA 10, sold for $19.50. Here we have 3 Hello Kitty. These are the original Hello Kitty boxes, the black boxes, not the pink boxes. 3 boxes of Chromie's Cryptic Carnival for $138.50. And here we have a MetaZoo backpack. I guess there's only 50 of them made. $34. Pretty cool backpack. You'd think it would sell for more, but if there's only 50. Here we have a Johnny Appleseed raw playtester sample card. $127.50. Here we have Bunny Man full holo from Caster's Cup. Signed by Poncho, sold for $56. Hey, it's a Mothman Christmas sock, or stocking. Only 99 cents. That's crazy. That's actually pretty sweet. Here we have 2 Topps Series 0 MetaZoo, of course, boxes. It's only $12.50 in auction. Holy moly. Steal of a deal. Whoa, oh, wait. Let's look at the shipping. So maybe this is what the shipping would have been to me, $47, but so maybe that's why it sold for so low, because the shipping is actually quite high. Now I've seen a lot of playtesters recently, and I think this might be the worst one of all the ones I've seen. So we got Brown Mountain Lights, non-holo, sold for 99 cents. And the reason why it's probably the worst one, at least that I've seen, is because even the full holo version only sold for $2.25. I mean, a lot of the non-holo stuff are pretty cheap, but usually the full holo is like 10 times the value, and this is, yeah, it didn't do too well. But let's check them out. I think it looks pretty cool. Maybe MetaZoo fans just don't want chibi looking characters anymore. They look kind of chibi-ish. Looks cool. I never heard of Brown Mountain Lights card before, but next we have Sheep Squatch, full holo, sold for $10.51. And here's a perfect example of the difference between non-holo and full holo. So we got the planchette from Seance. I think that's the thing you use for if you're using the Ouija board. Only 105 exists, sold for $1.25. And see, this is a perfect example. For almost 10 times the value, or 10 times the amount of money, $10.51 as a full holo. Here we have another box of Chromie's Cryptic Carnival, sold for $46. Next we have a full holo Mothman Kickstarter EGS 9.5, sold by Cryptic Keeper. Now this is impressive because I know it sold for, I think it was around $560. I'm sure he'll comment below, but he sold this for more than the PSA 10 Mothman. And this is EGS 9.5. Yeah, so here we have it here. So PSA 10 full holo Mothman Kickstarter sold for $530 in auction. And then Cryptic Keeper sold his EGS 9.5 for $770 Canadian, which converts to about $560 American. And here you have it on the screen. See, about $560 American equals about $769, so $770 Canadian. Someone bought a shit ton of MetaZoo cards raw, like promo cards, just everything you can imagine, for $104. Let's take a quick look at it. Holy moly, there's like everything in here. We got a whole bunch of, yeah, Wilderness, Nightfall, WPT, World Poker Tour stuff, Pin Club. What else we got in here? Yeah, more Pin Club. Yeah, at least there's some Mothman in there. It's Wilderness, Bigfoot, Awful's in there. Yo, Bloody Mary's up there. I like that. It's not worth much raw, but I mean, I do like Bloody Mary. And yeah, some more solid promos down here. Oh, there's more pictures. Holy crap. Halloween promos. Yeah, they got a little bit of everything in here. Oh, even some Topps Chrome. Holy crap. $104. I mean, I know they're all raw, but this is probably a lot of fun to go through. Hey, look who's back. But this isn't Slab Sharks up in Canada selling it this time. It is Bailey. So it is a pristine 10. New Year's celebration Loveland Frogman promo card. This card looks amazing in person. Anyone picking these up for cheap? Trust me, it looks really nice. Only $8.50 as a pristine 10. Then we got full holo Mothman from Pin Club, the Nightfall Pin Club. Pristine 10, only $5.50. And then Wendigo, full holo from the Pin Club. Very nice card, $8.50, pristine 10. The Crypto Nation release event medal. Didn't do too well. $1 for a pristine 10. And then we have Chibi Loveland Frogman from the Valentine's Day promo. Pristine 10, only $6.66. We're going to see this later in the video as a PSA 10. So just remember, this one was $6.66. One of the coolest Loveland Frogman artworks. Well, no matter how much second edition is out there, I mean, this is a steal of a deal, even though it's only second edition. I mean, 2 booster boxes and 8 release event boxes, which come with the promos like Gasanditha or Manchak Swamp Priestess. $26.01. I mean, you can't lose. Collecticon pack, $18.50. Actually, there's quite a few of these sold on Bailey's auctions on eBay. So the lowest one was $18.50, and the highest any of the packs went for was $26. Here's a pretty cool pack, Nightfall Collecticon stamped card, sold for $32. Here we have the Seance spoiler pack. So there's quite a few of these he was selling as well. The lowest one sold for $11.50. And the highest any of them sold for was $22.50. This is a steal of a deal without a doubt. HeroQuest Loveland Frogman PSA 10, only $39, 100% steal of a deal. And as far as I can tell, all these Rudy promos have literally jumped off a cliff. Like, I mean, their values have just sunk to the bottom of the ocean. I'm sure Umu's laughing about that, but as Umu's laughing about all those promos sinking in value, everyone else is laughing at him, so I don't know. So I haven't seen him golfing, and I'm pretty sure we never will. So anyways, the Hunchback of Jacksonville, the second Rudy promo, Raw, sold for $13.75. Rudy Market Medium, so that's from Seance, sold for $11.19. Rudy, the One Big Hairy Step, where he's in outer space, $8.50. Rudy, Totally Not a Timmy, $12.49. Rudy Really Big Feet, only $7.50. Rudy the Cave Painting sold for $26.77. Wow, even one of the big 3, and when I say big 3, there's Rudy the Crayon Eater, what you're looking at right here, sold for $51. And then there's the original Rudy promo, and then the Santa Claus one. I don't have those in here, but this is one of the big 3, and it's sold for only $51. Now, these are raw, so maybe there's a condition issue I'm not aware of for all these cards. Maybe that's why they sold for cheaper than you'd expect. But still, if you're collecting these promos, now is the time to buy. Hey, the red crayon, $52. And Rudy's blue crayon sold for $52. Here we had a buy it now, 12 Wilderness booster boxes for $200 American. Here's a cool buy it now. So it's all the battle cards. Well, not all the battle cards. There's one missing, the Quetzalcoatlus versus Tizaruk. But there's 6 of them here. So $270. And they're all graded PSA 10, or sorry, 5 of them are graded PSA 10. The Loveland Frogman and Flatwood the Monster is PSA 9, but they're all serialized out of 50. They're all gold refractors. So you got 3 Beastabuscos. And yeah, I mean, hey, look at that. Got Hodag down here. My favorite artwork out of all of these would actually be the Tizaruk and Quetzalcoatlus battling. And then right behind that would be the Loveland Frogman and Flatwood's Monster, of course. Next, we're going to have some of the Dim Mock promos. So the Mothman, full hollow, sold for $11.50. Sam Sinclair, $9.19. Piazza Bird, only $3.25. Loveland Frogman, $6.50. This was a buy now for the Kickstarter uncut sheet of all the hollows, like all the promo cards, $85. Here we have the Australian Drop Bear, BGS 9 or Beckett 9. Let's see the subgrade. Sold for $51 Australian, so $34 American. I'd say that was a really good deal. Ooh, got 2 10s, but the centering, was it really that off? Here, let's give the MetaZoo Menace centering grade. 8.5. I don't know if I'd say that's 8.5. I mean, it's a little thicker top, but I don't know. I'd give this like a 9 at worst, maybe 9.5 for centering. Obviously, it's not a 10, but so if I gave it a 9.5, well, even a 9, it would have been a 9.5 here. Yeah, crack this out, send it back in. I bet you get a better grade than a 9. Probably get a 9.5. Here we have the complete set of the Mothman cards from Nightfall. So we got the full hollow, reverse hollow, and regular non-hollow. Sold for only $11.51. over in somewhere in Europe there, Belfast, United Kingdom. So quick little story. When Nightfall first came out, I'll never forget this. Someone was selling all 3 of these, as you see, raw, just like this. It was in auction or something like that. All I know is I won the cards, like it was for $210 American. And I was jumping up and down. $210 for these 3 cards raw. Right now you're thinking, what the hell's wrong with you? Why would you pay that much? But when Nightfall first came out, that was not a bad, that was actually a steal of a deal. Guess what happened? The guy canceled the order and refunded my money because he felt like he didn't get enough money for it. That's insane. And you gotta remember this, that was less than 3 years ago. That was like, what, in probably November, December of 2021, so not even 3 years ago. Here we have, what is this, DGS, DSG? Let's see if I can see the label here. I do not see the name of the grading. I'm pretty sure this is DGS though, or DSG. Oh yeah, it's on the back here, yeah, DSG. So the Mothman promo from World Poker Tour, the Queen of Hearts, Mothman to Arms, $17.50 for a Gem Mint 10. If my company had like a diamond for a logo, I'd call this like a Diamond 10, you know what I mean? But a PSA 10 of the exact same card sold for $29, so pretty much double. And then the King of Spades Mothman from the World Poker 2 promo cards, PSA 10 sold for $29. Remember earlier in the video we saw the Chibi Loveland Frogman CGC, what is it, Pristine 10 for $6.66. PSA 10 sold for $17.47. But look how crazy this is. I mean, remember in that previous one where we're saying like was the drop bear 2 off center to be like 9.5? It got a 9, right? Look at the centering on this one. This is a PSA 10. I mean, this centering is way crazier than the drop bear, and it got a PSA 10. Here we have one of the hard to find Cumberland Dragon promo cards from Collecticon Denver, autographed by Jet Yates, $24 Canadian, so $17.47 American. Next we have some HeroQuest cards. So the Pink Mess of Goose Creek Lagoon, $7.50 HeroQuest. Here we have HeroQuest Dark Watchers, $5.50. Let's check out the artwork. Here we have Spring Heel Jack HeroQuest, $9.50. Thunderbird from HeroQuest, $10.50. Don't see that too often. Then we have Spooklight from HeroQuest, $9.50. Then we have Headless Horseman from HeroQuest. That's pretty cheap for this card. It's very popular. Only $12.50. I mean, I don't know if there's any condition issues, but that's a really nice card. Next we have Hodag for $10. I always like looking at the artwork on the HeroQuest cards. When Steve Aoki was part of MetaZoo, that's when HeroQuest cards were really good, like really nice. The new HeroQuest, I mean, if Steve Aoki ever hears this part, the new HeroQuest sucks. It sucks. HeroQuest, when it was part of MetaZoo, absolutely awesome. Next we have Adam Ackler, Gold Refractor Cryptic Camera, serialized out of 50, PSA 9, sold for $10.50. Bunnyman Gold Refractor, serialized out of 50, PSA 9, sold for $26.67. Here we have Power Up Red, Green Refractor, serialized out of 99, PSA 10, only $12.50. Holy moly, Adam Ackler, serialized out of 99, PSA 9, only $3.25. Even this is a steal of a deal, at least I think. Bigfoot, the alternate artwork, PSA 10, Gold Refractor, serialized out of 50. I mean, it's PSA 10, that's hard to find. Sold for $86. And if someone could comment below, if anyone remembers by the end of the video, why is Bigfoot throwing like this massive multi-punch attack? Like, it's Bigfoot. I mean, it's cool artwork, but it's Bigfoot. I don't picture Bigfoot throwing a multi-punch attack like he's in like a Street Fighter or a Mortal Kombat game or something like that. Like, what's he doing? To me, this is a massive steal of a deal. I mean, it is $100. You're gonna get 33 boxes though of the mystery hanger boxes. So that's like what, $3.33 a box? I mean, let's check out what's in there. Look for randomly inserted first edition booster pack. So basically you're gonna get a pack of Nightfall, maybe. I mean, you could get all 3 second edition Cryptonation packs, but you could get a first edition Cryptonation pack. Here we have a single pack of Nightfall autographed by Mike Waddell. Yeah, I guess Mike Waddell's signature doesn't mean squat anymore. $3.70. I mean, wow, I can't believe this is $6.28. One of these authentic slabs from Chromie's Cryptic Carnival. Like, so if you went and graded a card at the PSA booth, if I remember this correctly, so some MetaZoo cards at the PSA booth at the Collecticon, or no, sorry, the New York City Comic Con, they would give you this. And it's just an authenticated Chromie's Cryptic Carnival full holo card, but these used to sell for over $100 in the slab. $6.28. That's crazy. We have Chaos Crystal, serialized out of 99, green refractor cryptic camera, $28 only. Here we have the Topps Chrome Hodag versus Snallygaster, or no, sorry, Slide Rock Bolter, gold refractor PSA 9, so it's serialized out of 50, $26. Here we have 6 booster boxes of Nightfall, sold for $177.50. I'm sure everyone watching the video right now agrees, Nightfall is going to be one of those booster boxes in the future everyone's going to want to have. Guaranteed. I mean, obviously Cryptonation's one thing, but Nightfall is way more popular than the prices dictate. And here we have a nice sale up in Canada from Slab Sharks. For one Nightfall booster box, $21.84 American. Absolute insane steal of a deal. Oh, and a side note, anyone that watched my live stream or the video that I made when I pulled a God Pack, I actually bought that box from Slab Sharks. And there's another couple boxes sold by Slab Sharks this week as well. Both of the other ones, so there's 3 boxes in total. One sold for $30 Canadian, and the other 2 sold for $45 Canadian each, so about $32 American. And as always, Slab Sharks has a ton, I don't know how they have so many, but a ton of these New Year celebrations promo cards with Loveland Frogman. I'm sure everyone has seen these a million times by now in my videos. Always PSA 10s. There's some PSA 9s, but usually PSA 10s. This week, the cheapest one sold for $4 American, and the highest one of these sold for was $11.29 American. There's quite a few sold this week, but that was the highest and lowest. Next, we have Lady Luck, PSA 10 big box promo, or big box, just the big box edition. So a little harder to get, $22.50 as a PSA 10. Now here we have a buy it now of all the first MetaZoo coins. Is it first edition? Yeah, first edition, not Kickstarter. I can't lie, when they're in these little cases like this, they actually look pretty badass. So there's a buy it now for these, 7 coins for $20. Here we have the Silver Mothman NFT token coin, sold for $7.48. Hey, it's a Dim Mak Mothman card. Full holo, I know they're serialized out of 200. Sold for $149.99, not bad. Here's an artwork I always liked a lot. So this is the Kickstarter print, there's 35 of these. Sold for $24. I mean, there's only 35 of them, just like a lot of playtesters. I'd rather have this, to be honest, than some of those playtesters. And for only $24? And I just love this artwork. That is creepy as shit. But it's cool too. That's Bigfoot, Bunnyman, Babe the Blue Ox, and of course, Loveland Frogman. That is epic. Here we have 3 booster boxes, Nightfall, UFO, and Wilderness, all in these nice acrylic cases, $83.98. Here we have a second edition, New Year's New Beginnings, promo card, PSA 10, sold for $10. And here's another one that sold for $20.50. Holy crap. Here's some cool HeroQuest cards. So we got Stack Overflow, $10.51. Now, obviously that's Wendigo, but Stack Overflow. Next we have, from HeroQuest again, Tizerac, $10.50. Let's check it out. That always reminds me of the dragon from Dragon Ball Z. Now, to make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, what do? We sacrifice Tizerac, or maybe we do a fusion? Is it fusion or sacrifice? I don't know. So I'm gonna say sacrifice. Sacrifice Tizerac and Stack Overflow, and what do you get? Or no, it'd be fusion, yeah, because you're combining them. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Point is, those 2 cards were $10.50 each, but when you combine them, they actually lose $1 in value, and you get, what is this? DD0S. You get Tizerac again with a million Stack Overflow Wendigos. That card is pretty badass. But it's $1 less than each of those cards separated. Interesting. Here we have Kickstarter from Wilderness, Selbyville Swamp Monster. $17.50 for the crazy special super duper deluxe holo pattern from MetaZoo. Pretty cool. Another card from the Wilderness deck, 2 of Hearts. What do we got here? Black Bearer. Wait, I'm going to zoom in on that. $22.50. Oh yeah, Nita Black Bearer. Why isn't it just Black Bear? Why is it Bearer? I don't know, I gotta do some research on that. Whoa, what is this, Hadouken? Did Nita just make a fireball between the paws and is about to like blast it? Maybe this is like the arch rival of Smokey the Bear. And I know it's Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear, but anyways. But yeah, this is Smokey Bear's arch rival, Nita Black Bearer. Here we have my favorite Chupacabra artwork, PhD promo, full holo. Well, it only comes as full holo, but $7.50. I'll probably say this every time we see this card, but that is some crazy Chupacabra artwork. And the best part is, I mean, it's 2020. You only see 2020 for really old promos, sample cards, or Kickstarter. Here we have the Bronze Salamander metal coin from the PFP collectible box, $7.48. And I need to correct myself. Earlier, I think I said this was an NFT. Silver Mothman, this is PFP. NFTs are cool. I always thought the PFP sucked, but that's just me. Same in the way that I'm not a big fan of playtester cards, but I absolutely love sample cards. And on August 5th, everyone wants to know how first edition booster boxes are doing. Sold for $146.94. Now we're on to our last little bit of playtesters for the video. We've had them all through the video. It's crazy how many are selling lately, and there's so many more being listed on eBay as we speak. So August 11th, we had non-holo Men in Black, sold for $17.49. Here we had the City Terra, so only 35 exist, $57 in auction. And right below that, we had Lake Terra, that sold for $24.50. And then Dawn Terra sold for $27. And then we have Shadow Token, sold for $59 in auction. Then Born from the Earth, non-holo, only 70 exist. Unlucky 13. Is that an unlucky 13? I didn't know that. Well, maybe it is, yeah. $43 in auction. And even cards like Petrified Wood, which no one cares about, but I guess as a playtester people care about it, $27. And then we also have a Fog Terra, sold for $26. There's also a ton of these WPT, the World Poker Tour, holo cards. So not the super special holo, but the regular holo. So we have Blue Ink, sold for only $8. So just to give an up close view of what these cards look like. See, it's just like the regular, not too crazy holo. It kind of sucked, but I mean, you only get one of these per deck. I mean, this is Blue Ink. I mean, that's crazy. Only $8. I think that was a steal of a deal. Green Man sold for $10. Old Scratch, only $5 for the holo Old Scratch. Steal of a deal. Green Ink sold for $10. Another Green Man sold for $7. Blue Ink again, $7. Even Bigfoot, $9.95. And look at this crazy lot. So there's about 1 million of the cards in here. $116 American. So all of these cards for $116. There's quite a few in here. Holy moly. So it looks like there's 16 of them for $116. Oh, actually, good thing I checked the description. No, there's not just 16 of them. There's actually 58 of them for $116. And they're all the holos. Look, that's a steal of a deal. 58 for $116. That's literally $2 a card, and they're all the holos. You only get one holo per deck. That's insane. That's a steal of the week award right there. I'm saying it right now. And we also had an Injured Cold, sold for $10 with that regular holo. Hey, we got a Black Mass card from Revive times Seance. So they wanted $75. Best offer accepted. It was for $50. Let's just look at that, because why not? Hey, and anyone remember these cards from Nick Strength and Pokemon stream where he pulled some alternate art Chromie Cryptid Carnival cards that you can only get from the pink box. So one sold for $26. So that's number 5 out of 103, Chromie and My Melody. And probably the coolest one that you can get only out of pink box, right here. So number 11 out of 103, My Melody with a shit ton of candy and popcorn. That one sold for $30. So yeah, whoever's selling the pink boxes, you got to drop the prices on them, because even some of the craziest, you know, exclusive cards in the box are only selling for like 26 to 30 bucks each. And you're not guaranteed to get these cards in the box either. Now here we have a Chains of Old Scratch, the big box edition, PSA 10, sold for $63 in auction. Here we had a reverse hollow Wendigo and reverse hollow Mothman, PSA 10 from Nightfall, both of them PSA 10. As a package, they sold for $31 American in auction. Here we have Possessed Aura, PSA 10, the first edition, even though it doesn't say first edition on the card. Sold for $125.50. I still can't believe in Escaped Alien's last video, out of a spell book that he paid for $10 for a Seance spellbook, he pulled a Possessed Aura just like it was no big deal. That's crazy. Here's a crazy one. The tarot card, the eBay edition, Devil, full hollow, PSA 10, population 2, sold for $265 American. And in case you're wondering what that looks like, I mean, holy crap. $265, that's crazy. Is this hard to get as a PSA 10? There are 19 sent in. 5 of them are PSA 10. That's just the Devil Hollow for the big box edition that you would get like at, well, in big box stores. There's only 6 sent in and 4 of them are PSA 10. Here we have a Chupacabra, black refractor, 5 out of 5, tops chrome, cryptic camera, sold for only $90. Here we have a red ink PSA 10, sold for $1,500, $1,500 American. And we had some more sales of MetaZoo the Genesis cards. So we have Piazza Bird, PSA 10, serialized 29 out of 100, sold for $350. And to end the video, we had some sample cards. Now I do hear from some people, they say some of the sample cards that are being sold are either shill bids or not real sales or who knows. But hey, as far as I can tell, they're real, so take it as you want, believe what you want. But $500 for Injured Cold on August 5th. Next we have Sample Grim Reaper, PSA 9, sold for $600. Hodag PSA 9 sold for $485, and that was a PSA 9 for that Hodag that sold for $485. But a Hodag sample PSA 10 sold for $900. That's crazy. When you see a sample PSA 10, that's pretty rare. And also there was, whoa, this is actually pretty crazy. Collecticon stamped Walking Sam, so that means it's a 1 of 1. PSA 9 autographed by the artist for $1,200. Let's take a look at this card. Wow, I know it's only Walking Sam and it's only PSA 9, but to get a sample card with that stamp on it, that's a 1 of 1. Because a long time ago, they handed out these silver packs. I believe it was silver. And each one only had, there's only one of each sample card that was stamped with the MetaZoo stamp on it. So there's no other sample Walking Sam, for example, that has that MetaZoo stamp on it, and it's autographed by Poncho, which is pretty crazy. And what makes that even crazier is back then, the illustrator name, they didn't put Poncho down here yet, they had his real name still, Alfonso Alvarez. Yeah, the MetaZoo secondary market is just completely buzzing. There's a lot of auctions I didn't go over, but... And how long is this Playtester river gonna run for? I mean, it's gonna dry up eventually. They're all gonna get picked up. So anyways, comment below, let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video.